30-06 John here, and today what we're going to be talking about loading and shooting is the 375 Ruger. We're using a new powder, Winchester's StaBall 6.5. Keep on watching, and I hope you enjoy the video. I'm loading today for my 375 Ruger. I'm using, this is Hornady brand new unfired brass. I'm using also Hornady 270 grain soft point interlock bullets. Using RCBS die set. And of course I'm using Winchester StaBall 6.5 powder. Reloading the 375 Ruger is pretty straightforward. Doesn't have a belt. This is brand new brass, unfired. I am resizing it just because I like to resize all my brass, make sure they're all the same. I've used Winchester StaBall in several other calibers, 30-06, 7mm08, always worked good for me. Never used it in a cartridge this large, this much capacity. As we mentioned earlier, StaBall 6.5. It has increased velocity. It's temperature stable, less sensitive to hot and cold temps. It does reduce copper fouling, and since it is sort of a ball powder, it meters very well. The side here talks about it's good for the 6.5 Creedmoor, 270 Winchester, 7mm08, and many more. For primers, I'll be using Remington 9.5M Magnum rifle primers. StaBall 6.5 is a Winchester powder under Hodgdon. Load data using it for the 375 Ruger is not in the annual reloading magazine. You actually have to go to Hodgdon's website. Under cartridges, they'll have the 375 Ruger listed there. And they'll show what powders to use. But the 375 Ruger isn't even listed in the 2025 annual reloading magazine. Looking at the Hodgdon's website for load data using StaBall 6.5 and Hornady 270 grain bullets. They're using Hornady cases. That's what I'm using. They have a cartridge over a length of 3.310. I'm actually going to be a little bit shorter than that. The start load is 78.5 grains. The maximum load is 84.0 grains. I've never used this powder in this cartridge before, so I'm going to start mild, work my way up. And this is just a preliminary, just to see how the powder works in the cartridge. So I'm not going to try to push it this session. The rifle I'll be using today is my Ruger Alaskan 375 Ruger. This is a first generation Ruger Alaskan. Even though it's stainless steel, it's coated with this diamond hard coating on it. It's very little wear on it. The newer ones are just a matte stainless steel satin finish. Has a Hogue overmolded like rubber stock, sort of like that. Has a hinge floor plate. The scope I have on here is a Leopold Mark II scope, 3x9. They don't make this scope anymore. I think it's called the Mark II Hunter model. The only scope I've had on this gun, I've put many rounds through this gun with this scope. It's always held zero well for me. This combination with a good load, it'll shoot sub MOA, but if it shoots 1 inch or whatever, that's fine also for hunting. And this has a 20-inch barrel. Here's my target. Ruger Alaskan in 375 Ruger. Has the 20-inch barrel. Shot at 100 yards. 270 grain Hornady interlock. Start out with 80.0 grains of StaBall 6.5. Remington 9.5M primer. Cartridge overall length of 3.250 inches. Using new Hornady unfired brass. My first three shots, first two shots were good, and now I'm not sure what happened this shot here. The squeeze felt good. It is a very mild load. This powder might be a little bit position sensitive. Next charge was 82.0 grains. Three shots made it a little bit slightly smaller group, 3 1/4 inches, but at least it was sort of equal how they're all dispersed. Then my last charge, 82.5 grains, was more what I was expecting. 3-shot group of 1 3/8 inches. My average velocity was 2,720 feet per second. So, as I said earlier, this is a preliminary workup for this powder, but if I had to go hunting tomorrow using this load, that's fine. Accuracy for hunting is acceptable, and the velocity is there also. If you're loading for the 375 Ruger, have problems finding load data, as I said earlier, you can't find it in the Hodgdon annual reloading magazine. You have to go to their website. They have some good powder choices there. I've elected to use StaBall 6.5. So far it's been working well for me. I'll spend some more time and fine-tune this load. Anyhow, that's all I have, everyone. Hey, thanks for watching. Everyone stay safe and have a nice day.